Alright guys, so I'm going to be cooking on the new lime green Smokey Joe tonight for the first time. Pretty excited about it. And what I decided to do was some sirloin and shrimp kebabs with a pineapple bourbon glaze. So wanted to just kind of keep it fairly straightforward tonight, and kebabs are always a really big hit, and the wife is pretty stoked about it. So good food and the wife is stoked, so it's a win-win. Basically what I'm going to be doing is, this is the glaze. I'm going to walk you through how I'm going to make the glaze, and then we're going to put some of the glaze with some the shrimp and then some of the chopped up bell pepper in a bag and let that sit for like an hour, and then I'll put the kebabs together and you know, get them on the grill and everything. But we'll pick up with that stuff later. Basically for this glaze, we've got a 1/4 cup of bourbon, a 1/4 cup of oil, just vegetable oil, 1/4 cup of brown sugar, 1/4 cup of mustard, 1/4 cup of Worcestershire sauce, a 1/4 cup of pineapple juice, and then we're going to take like 3 or 4 chunks of pineapple and add that in there too. The rest of it's going to be for the kebabs. So the first thing we're going to do is just go ahead and we'll do one more. We're going to just puree or blend the pineapple up first. I want to make sure you guys can see this. There we go. Alright, now we're going to add the other ingredients. Going to get the Worcestershire sauce in here, the pineapple juice, brown sugar, the oil, the bourbon, and the mustard. We're going to go ahead and lock that back down and hit it again. That's blending up nicely. Good right there. Oops. Go ahead and take that off, and then so there you go. It's just kind of a nice, just kind of a tan yellowy color, and you can see how well that blended up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and chop up some of the green bell pepper just into chunks that are good for kebabs, and then I'm going to put the shrimp and the peppers with some of the marinade into a bag and stick it in the fridge, and then I'll pick back up once I'm getting the skewers put together. Alright guys, we're going to go ahead and put these skewers together. So the onions, peppers, and shrimp have been sitting in the Bourbon-Pineapple Glaze for about, I did an hour. You can let it sit longer, but I'm running a little behind tonight. So it's got a just amazing smell. Once you guys make this for the first time, you're probably going to continue to make it because it's really good. Let me get some gloves on. So what I'm going to do is, shrimp obviously cook really fast, so I'm going to have all the shrimp just on one skewer, and I'll throw those on the little Smokey Joe right towards the end, and just let those go for maybe like 4 or 5 minutes. Everything else will cook longer. So we've got I got some sirloin chunks here. You can get, I like sirloin. I mean, there are other grades of meat you can get that just, you know, aren't as tender, aren't going to be as good. So sirloin goes really well. We've got some leftover marinade right here, and here's our pineapple chunks. And for seasoning, literally all you need is just salt and pepper. So I'm not gonna sit here and do every single one of them, but we'll just get a few of these going. I'll just do one of these. I normally just kind of do like 2 of everything, so 2 onions, 2 peppers with the veggies, and then we'll get a piece of meat on there. Same thing, and I'm only making 3 of these, so 1 for me, 1 for my wife, and then the girls are going to split 1. So I'll just throw all this on there just like this. If you really want to go all out, you can actually get filet chunks, which is really expensive, but on occasion we've done those for like special occasions, so those are really good. So you can see it's fairly straightforward. And we'll put 1 more piece of meat on here. Okay, so I'm going to do now, so there you go. Nice looking skewer. That's plenty for 1 person. Those are big pieces of meat. Let me get this on the tray. So we're just going to baste this guy. Kind of turn them around. Get it nice and covered. Alright, I'm going to move that out of the way. And just give it some pepper and some salt. Turn it over, same thing. And I haven't forgot the pineapple. I'm just going to put all that on 1 skewer. You can put it all together. It doesn't really matter. I like to just put the pineapple separate, because sometimes you know, you may want to pull it off sooner or longer than this stuff right here. The peppers, onions, and steak, at least the way I do it, I like to, those all just cook right about the same time. The length of time. So I just keep the shrimp separate and I keep the pineapple separate, so I can kind of just pull them off whenever I want. So there you go, there's a finished one. So we've just got the Bourbon-Pineapple Glaze and with some salt and pepper, and I'm going to go ahead and finish these up, and then I'll pick back up. I've got some my chimney with some coals getting hot in it, and then we'll toss them on the little Smokey Joe. So we'll be back in just a little bit. Alright, here is the chimney that I've just got sitting on the charcoal grate and the little Smokey Joe. And as you can see here, those coals are ready to go. It doesn't take a whole lot of coals for the Smokey Joe. Little goes a long way. So I'm just going to take this guy. Get those dumped in. And then I'm just going to spread these around just a little bit. And go ahead and drop the grate on there. And then put the lid on. And I'm just going to dial that damper down just a little bit. And just let it sit there and kind of just come up to temp just for about 5-10 minutes. These little Smokey Joes just get incredibly hot really fast. It just takes a few minutes. So we'll pick back up in just a second. Alright, here we go. It's time to get the skewers on. And just gonna go ahead and take that off. This just goes to show, even though these little Smokey Joes are tiny, I mean, look at that, there's plenty of room. So we're gonna get the pineapple on too. Obviously we can't close the lid completely, but I mean, we got room for 2 more skewers. I mean, that's enough for like 4 to 6 people if we had more skewers on there. So all I'm gonna do is just kind of sit this lid on just like that. And be careful, that's incredibly hot. So I'm just gonna dial that damper way down. So if you can see there, I've barely got that cracked open because we've got this gap down here, right here. So we've got a bunch of air coming in here, so we don't want that to get too hot. So, and then also dial this down on the bottom. Woo, hot. All right, there we go. It's hot quick, so be careful. So that's it. I'll keep a pretty close eye on these, and I've got plenty of the glaze left over, so when I flip these things, I'll give them a nice little glaze, and I'll pick back up to show you the shrimp when I throw those on. Alright, it's time to flip the kebabs. It's been about 10 minutes. Look at that. That is looking really good. Going to turn the pineapple. Sorry, terrible job filming. It's kind of tough to do this all with just 2 hands. There we go. It's getting a nice color on it already. So we'll flip that. I'm telling you, these little Smokey Joes just cook so well. So I've got some more of the glaze down here. So what I'm going to do, now that I've flipped these over, try not to make a mess here, I'm just going to hit these up again. I really need my wife out here filming this for me, but she's tied up with the kids. So we'll make this work one-handed. If any of you are interested where I found this lime green Smokey Joe, just let me know. You can contact me through my blog, or I don't really want to give away the secret on my channel, but shoot me an email or something like that, and I'll let you know where I got it from, because I think they still have a few more. So there we go. It's looking pretty good, and I'm actually gonna hit the pineapple up a little bit too. I wish you guys could smell this right now. It smells just unbelievable. I'm really excited about it. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the lid back on. And again, that's obviously not fitting, you know, it is what it is. You could use different skewers, but I've got these really nice stainless steel skewers that I like to use because none of the food sticks to them whatsoever. When I'm cooking on my big guy over here, the 26.75 inch, I mean, the entire skewer fits on there because that thing's so big, but I didn't really feel like cooking on that because I wanted to cook on my new toy. But so, you know, just kind of gauge, you know, the temperature. I actually opened up that top damper all the way because it actually wasn't getting as hot as I thought it would. So now it's just cranking right along. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let these go like another 5-10 minutes. And I'll actually pull all that off and then throw the shrimp on, because by the time I take everything inside and get everything ready, The shrimp, just like 4 or 5 minutes later, will be ready. So we'll pick back up then. Alright, what I ended up doing was I threw the shrimp on about I don't know, maybe like 5, 6, 7 minutes ago, because I wanted just the steak to cook a little bit longer, but it's all ready to go ahead and pull off, so we're just going to go ahead and pull it off at once. We'll show you what it looks like. So you see that nice charred color on there, it's looking good. Pineapple looks really good, and pull that off. Look at that nice char right there. Looks really good. A couple of those got a little burnt, but it doesn't matter. It's going to taste good anyways. Same thing. These look great. I like my skewers a little bit more charred, and these shrimp are just perfect. See that right there? Those cook just about 7 minutes or so. And then grab this little pepper. Alright, so there we go. I'll just throw this on, and then all you gotta do is just crank this damper down, shut it off just like that so it'll turn off. So there you go. These guys have been basted, they marinated, the shrimp and the peppers and the onions marinated in the pineapple bourbon glaze for about an hour, and then just cooked them for about 20-25 minutes on the new little lime green Smokey Joe. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.